Hey everyone, it's Emily, and today we are working on another apartment for my save file thing. I don't even know what to call it because I don't really have a name for this series like I did with kind of Newcrest development and Willow Creek development. I guess we can call it emisimsYT development. Is that okay? Is that an acceptable name? We should probably just stick with the theme, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, we're working on another apartment, and this one is also a starter apartment, and I left off in the last voiceover. If you haven't seen that video yet, definitely recommend you check it out if you like teeny budget apartments, but in the last voiceover I said that I would explain some more things about how this all works. So just to recap, I'm going through for the time being and redoing all of the apartments in emisimsYT because we are getting terrain tools soon and I don't really want to work on another world for my save file, so I'm just doing emisimsYT at the moment. That's the beginning. Then I'm also doing each kind of district of emisimsYT using different packs. So for the fashion district, I'm using the base game City Living, which I'll be using in every single one of these builds in the series because that's what you need to have emisimsYT anyway. And then I have added Jungle Adventure, Bowling Night, and Vintage Glamour. So we've got one game pack and two stuff packs for this part of the world. And you could probably get away with just having Jungle Adventure and pretty much everything would be exactly the same. There might be a few little decorative pieces here and there that you're missing if you don't have Vintage Glamour or Bowling Night, but you'll have pretty much everything else as long as you have City Living and Jungle Adventure. And if you don't have Jungle Adventure, then the only thing that stands out to me that you'll need to replace is maybe some end tables and the kitchen counters and the cabinets, because that is all Jungle Adventure, but I don't think that I use too many other things from that pack, so you can either swap it out for some of the City Living counters that come with kind of cheaper apartments, or you can go ahead and use whatever counters you want from the base game. So that is kind of the little like brief overview of everything I went over last time. I probably won't do this in every video for this series, but just kind of while I'm introducing it, I wanted to make sure that you guys know what packs I'm using, what's going on with that in the future. I think I'll just put the packs in the description, so make sure to check that out if we're in something that isn't the fashion district and something that isn't a place that isn't. I don't know. I'm just going to put the things in the description so you can go check it out. But yeah, just know that these are all limited pack builds. Also, another thing that I wanted to make sure of, especially for this apartment, was because I want this to be a playable, functional apartment, I tried to make sure I didn't block any of the mouse holes or the pipes that are in the wall, because this is a needs TLC apartment, and I know when you're playing the game and you have stuff in front of it, it gets kind of annoying when you're trying to fix it and your Sims can't get to things, so I tried to keep that in mind with this apartment, and I did cover up that dead body thing on the ground because I hate it and it makes me uncomfortable, so that gets covered up by a nice little rug, which I had some fun with. Oh, I guess I technically used the free holiday pack, but I don't count that because it's a free pack. Anyway, I just noticed that because of the lights that I used in this apartment. I don't use too many other things from that pack, just those lights for the most part. And then there's one candle. I use it sometimes anyway. It's free. You should all have it in your game. If you don't already, then definitely make sure you download it. Another thing that I did with these apartments is I made sure that we had a bookshelf in all of them, at least for the starter apartments that I'm doing. Not necessarily the, well, I mean, anything that isn't a starter apartment, we can put whatever we want in it because of budget. Like, we don't have budget issues, but I tried to make sure that I had, oh gosh, I don't think I did put a bookshelf in this. Oh, I did. I put a bookshelf in this apartment. I think I missed it in the video, the video for the apartment that already is up on the channel. Anyway, I tried to make sure that I had a bookshelf, a computer, and a TV in all of these, just because I feel like those are kind of the basic 3 things that your sim needs to build skills and stuff. The computer just makes it easy for certain things in gameplay. You can only access some features through the computer, so I wanted to make sure I got one of those in all the apartments, so I left space in the budget for that. And then I also wanted to make sure that we got a TV in, just because I feel like that's an easy thing for your sim to do to get their fun up, or if they have people over, then they can all watch TV or a movie together. And, you know, bookshelf, because you can build any skill through the bookshelf. If you buy the skill building book for it, you don't necessarily need the item in your apartment. So I wanted to make sure that I tried to include those in almost all of them. I think I did miss it in one of the apartments, so I might have to go back in and put a bookshelf in there before it goes up on the gallery so that we are making sure that our Sims can build all the skills. But I feel like with apartments anyway, it doesn't matter so much, especially because I don't necessarily know who's going to be living here. I haven't made Sims for this yet. I think that I'm just going to make the apartments and try to make them in different styles and then make the Sims that I think fit that style of apartment after the fact, because I think that I am going to try to fill up most of the apartments in this world if you download the save file whenever it finally comes to fruition in the future. I don't know how long it's going to take me, probably a while, especially since we're getting another world with, I almost said get together, with Get Famous. Which I'm very excited about. I think it's going to be cool. It seems like, I don't know how much you guys know about the stuff that's coming with the pack, but it sounds like there are going to be two separate neighborhoods of it. One of them that's for starter homes, and then another one that is similar to like a Hollywood Hills type of vibe. So I think that they're probably going to have some use of terrain tools in those lots just when you download the game or the pack. So I'm interested to see what they do with that and what kinds of ways the Sims team uses the terrain tools. Because I know that I am nervous and excited for terrain tools just because I never used them in Sims 3, so I'm kind of worried about my abilities with terrain tools in Sims 4. Not totally sure how this is going to play out, so we'll have to see how that goes. Wish me luck in the terrain tool department. But, ooh, another thing about this apartment, and just all of the other apartments that I'm doing in general, I'm trying to do different floor plans than I've done before. So with this apartment, usually where the bed is going, I make that the kitchen. Pretty much every time I've renovated this apartment, I've made that section the kitchen, and the bedroom has been on the other side of the apartment. The living room is in the pretty much the same spot as I've done it in the past, but the kitchen is in a totally different spot. The bathroom is kind of usually where I put it. But yeah, I don't know. It was interesting trying to make the kitchen work in that other spot, and I thought it worked really well, and I thought this worked really well for the bedroom. So yeah, I was pretty pleased with that. Also, there is an item, I think it's a dresser, that I used over here technically, but it came with the toddler update, and I thought that that was from Toddler Stuff. So I was very pleased that I was able to use that because it was a cheap way to fit a dresser in this apartment, because I don't think I would have been able to fit one any other way. And it was also really small, which is nice because obviously that's a very small bedroom. And yeah, I made some good use of curtains in these apartments as well. So random little thought to end on, but I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope you're having a great day, and thanks for watching. Bye!